South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. Attempt at a return.
Here we go. Right.
Scanning the field is Sellers. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The change now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back on the move. there to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
4th down.
The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Lee. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Lee.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lee. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Makes the catch. It's Lee. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Firing to the right, complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's where quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit, I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing at running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Gets it past the marker for a 1st down, and that's the way we will wrap up the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running into the open space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Gonna run it. It's Diggs. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
To the air on 1st down. He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, And the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The kick is on its way. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
And the pressure was too much. They get it up to 15.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This pass rush has just been relentless. You can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Diggs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Wallace. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. They'll go hurry up here. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got to strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Stribling. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to barrel in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the kicker delivers to 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Lacey. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella needs nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Hunt is on its way. And they'll just down it right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
That's reeled in. It's Bennett. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air. It's Sellers. Connection to the right. There he goes. Drills him with the stiff arm. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or
times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Hits him with a stiff arm. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The toss sweep to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
What they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Going with the ground game left. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Takes it on the return. And he loses the football on the return. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Every punt returner is going to try to score a touchdown every time he gets the ball, all right? You got to do a better job, though, with ball security, understanding that you're not going to the house, but you can't turn it over and give it right back to the other team.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give on the option. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Wallace. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Sticks on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on not going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires downfield. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Hunt. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more 1st downs. They just got 2 1st downs. A couple more 1st downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead, late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Wants to adjust the pattern. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. Right down the gut of the field. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They boot it away. All the way back to the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Wallace. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll give it to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
You know, on a play like that, 3rd and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Finds his man. It's Wallace. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Rebels! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab down the left side. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And they're going to go for two and try to decide it right now. Looks as if he's going to run it. He will be stopped short of the goal line. The big gamble to take the lead with the two-point conversion attempt does not pay off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Ray. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.